Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing? I can't hear you. Very good, very good. Welcome to the 2023 Waterman Village Variety Show. We've got a great program for you tonight. And introducing right now, coming off his long-standing tour at the Waterman Village, Waterman Hospital Psych Ward, your MC for the evening, Bo Tobin. Perfect. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We really appreciate you coming out tonight, even though it's this afternoon. Before we get started, I'd like our director, our producer, our chief bottle washer, Sue Myers. She'd like to make a few remarks. Sue?
Thanks, Bo. Thank you all for coming this afternoon, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy the show that this community has put together for you. I'd like to acknowledge some of our strong help that we've had backstage and behind the scenes. First of all, Mr. Brady Sturgill, who has done a remarkable job of getting all of our music up and going on the sound system here, along with the help of Chaplain Robert. The wonderful women of the activities department who have helped in so many different ways to get things for us that we needed for the show in the way of props and costumes, pieces and things like that. And also our backstage support of John Costco and Eduardo Colazzo. So we have a village that puts this all together besides the talent that you're going to see on stage. Enjoy the show. Bye.
Thank you, Sue. We really do have a lot of people to thank, and a lot of effort was put in. But I do have a few administrative announcements that I have to share with you. My job and my contract reads as MC that I will provide entertainment in between the entertaining acts. And I will basically ask I'm going to have a couple of stories, a few jokes. I might even have a couple of impressions. And I think you'll enjoy them, and I know you're going to enjoy the show. But I really couldn't start the show tonight, though, without talking about the love of my life. Yeah, college football. Seriously, my wife, Jackie, is here. 56 years together. And I wanted to acknowledge her. Jackie? We'll get back to her later, I assure you, but let's get on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, someone I know you're all familiar with, and someone I know you will enjoy hearing. Please welcome everyone's favorite bartender, Lee Kelly, with some magic music. Lee?
Everybody today. Good? The song is called Make It Easy on Yourself. Breaking up is so very hard to do. But if we really love him, then there's nothing I can do. Try to spare my feelings, just tell me that we're through, and make it easy on yourself, make it easy on yourself. Breaking up is so very hard to do. And if the way I hold you can compare to his caress, no words of consolation will make me miss you less. Darling, if this is goodbye, just know that I'm gonna cry. Run to him before you start crying too, and make it easy on yourself. Oh, make it easy on yourself. Breaking up, it's so very hard to do. It's so very hard to do. Baby, it's very hard to do.
By the way, have you ever given any thought to what you get when you put your hand in a blender? A handshake. Oh, now, take it easy. Take it easy. I want you to understand that I have one worse than that. So if you're nice, I won't tell you that one. You know, after I graduated from college, I was going to hike around Europe. But then I realized that I couldn't afford it, so I ended up backpacking through Epcot. I think we better have some more music. What do you think? I heard that, yeah. Our next performers are people who have been veterans of this event for a number of years. Every year, they outdo themselves. We couldn't have a show without them. Please put your hands together for Waterman's own Marjorie and John Heigl, singing the classic Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn, "You're the Reason Our Kids Are Ugly."
I'm riding around on recap tires.
And you're the reason I'm hanging our clothes outside on the wharves.
And you're the reason our kids are ugly, little
Thanks, guys. Great job. Great job. You know, I can remember when my grandfather said to me, back in the day, he could go into a grocery store with $2 in his pocket and come out with a dozen eggs, a loaf of bread, even some butter. He said, now they have cameras everywhere. You know, speaking of granddads, I'm sure you've all had this experience over the years, you grandfathers, when a young granddaughter would sit in your lap and you're reading her a nice story and she interrupts and she says, Grandpa, can you make a sound like a frog? He said, of course, honey, I can. Why? She said, well, Daddy said, when you croak, we're going to Disneyland. I think it's time for some dancing. What do you say? Again, we've got some no strangers to the stage and some very special people. Let's hear it for the Jazzy Singers, led by Sue Myers, choreographer, Karen Beauvais, Kathy Eisenberg, Sheila Delanco, and Janice Gruber. There they are. They're going to perform the Charleston. What do you think, huh? Thank you, ladies. Wonderful job. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Remember earlier I mentioned 56 years with my wife, and I wanted to find a way to indicate how really tough that is, because we know truly the battle of the sexes and the difference. And I got to thinking over the holidays, it comes a time where you're going to have a party or something. And the ladies will send out an invitation on a very nice flowered piece of paper. Please welcome and join us for the holiday season and the joy of the occasion. And we will have hors d'oeuvres and some lovely lady fingers and whatever. Wonderful things. Please RSVP, and we look forward to seeing you. Now, if a guy was going to send out an invitation to the party, he'd put it on an index card. And on the card, he'd basically say, if you're coming, make sure it's at halftime. If you want something to eat, bring it. Merry Christmas. Pretty accurate, don't you think? Okay. Now we have some newcomers coming to the stage. Been here about a year, a little less, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome Waterman's Answer to Stiller and Mira, Donna and Frank Pioli and the No Frills Airline skit. The scene opens with an airline counter in a busy metropolitan area. The customer is preparing to buy a ticket.
These lines are really slow today. An hour ago, I was over there. It took that time to get here.
Oh, well, good afternoon and welcome to No Frills Airline. How may I help you today?
Yes, I'd like a ticket on your next flight to New York City with return on the 15th.
Okay, let me see what I have, okay? All right. Well, we can get you on a plane that is leaving in 2 hours. Would you like me to book it for you?
Yes, that'd be great.
Well, I need to ask you a few questions first. Would you like to sit by the emergency exit?
I wouldn't mind. Is there an extra charge?
Yes, there is. If you sit 5 to 10 seats from the emergency exit, it's $25. If you sit at the emergency exit, it's $150.
Well, in that case, I guess I don't need to sit near the emergency exit.
Okay, do you have any baggage to check?
Yes, I do. One.
Okay. First, let me tell you about the airline baggage policy. Now, we don't take an initial fee, but we do take your credit card. Now, if your baggage arrives with just minor problems, we will only charge you $15. If it arrives with scratches and dents, we will only charge you a nominal $10. If it arrives with missing wheels and handles, we will only charge you $5. However, if we lose your baggage, we will charge your credit card for a lost luggage finder's fee of $75.
That's not fair.
I'm sorry, sir, but that is the policy of the airline. Now, as a benefit, the airline is offering unlimited soda, juice, and water, and we will only charge you $2.50 for the empty cup and 75 cents for the free ice. Oh, you were in luck today. They are offering free coffee in a cup. And we will only charge you $1.25 for the sweetener, $1.25 for the creamer, and 75 cents for the stirrer.
That sounds great.
So, would you like anything else?
Ask me about the
It,
sweetener and stuff like
I
that.
just did.
Okay.
That comes to
Could you say that again?
that comes to
I didn't hear
$3.25.
Doesn't that actually come to $3.25?
It does, yes.
For one little cup of coffee? I guess I'll have my coffee before I get on.
Okay, well, in that case, I think you'll probably be needing the aircraft lavatory. And there is a fee of $15 per visit. Now, I have to advise you that because you're not a first-class customer, if you use the first-class lavatory, there is a fine of $500.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding me?
Now, will you be traveling with any infants or children under 3?
No.
Oh, good, because we do have a crying baby fee of $75. Now, do you have a carry-on? Let
Yes,
me
no
get this
problem
back,
with that.
get right on that plane for us.
Let's get right on the plane.
Yeah? All right, let me see. This is your carry-on, correct?
Yeah.
All right, let me measure it. All right. Ta-da. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Sir, this will only fit in our overhead bin. And we do charge $25 per cubic foot. So let me tell you what that comes to. That comes to $60.
That's not fair.
I'm sorry, sir. That is the policy of the airline, not mine. Now, would you like me to issue that ticket?
Yes, I have no choice. I have a conference starting tomorrow morning, and I already looked at all-included airlines and their books up.
Oh, well, could I have your credit card, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. And let me add up and see what that's gonna cost. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah. That comes to $967.25.
Are you sure that's correct?
I am positive it is correct, sir. That includes the flight, incidentals, and special fees.
Incidentals and special fees?
Yes, special fees. Like, for instance, the electrical surcharge for the overhead lamp, and the safe landing fee of $75 for the pilot, $50 for the co-pilot, and $50 for the baggage handler.
Oh, and I bet they also charge for the guy who stands in the cabin door doing absolutely nothing.
And sir, I almost forgot, if you happen to use the overhead call light to call an attendant, there is an inconvenience fee, as well as a special emergency fee.
Special emergency fees?
Yes, special emergency fee, in case there's an emergency. There is a fee to use the emergency exit of $25, and the flotation device fee of $15. Now, the airline will refund that $15 if you return that flotation device in its original condition with its original receipt. Now, do you need any change? Because our oxygen only is coin operated, and it only takes quarters.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, you're in luck today. I just found out that the airline has waived the arrive on time fee. That is $25, as well as the air circulation fee, which is $5. That is a savings of $30.
Well, whoopee-doo.
Here is your ticket and your charge card. Now, please remember, as you're exiting the plane, to remember our very, very good flight staff with a generous gift tip. There is a tip jar at the exit of the cabin door. Now, you have a nice flight. And thank you for flying No Frills Airline.
Yeah. Next time, I am flying all-included airlines.
Thanks, guys. You forgot him. How many of you folks are familiar with Little Johnny? You ever hear of Little Johnny? Couple of yeses? Well, let me tell you who Little Johnny is. He's an obnoxious little kid, old well beyond his years, and he constantly gets himself in trouble in school. In the 3rd grade, Johnny was going through the cafeteria line, and the first thing he came across was a big tray of apples, and a little sign above the apples, and the sign said, "Remember, take one, because God is watching." And he took his apple and moved along. A little further down, there was this huge tray of chocolate chip cookies. And he sees that and he goes, He takes out a little piece of paper, puts a sign above the cookies. And the sign says, "Take as many as you want, because God's watching the apples." We're covering a lot of bases. Good morning. Good to see you. What a guy. He wants extra wages for that. We have the next act coming from across the road. And coming from across the road, we're going to have Motown Memories Mary Ann Anderson, Gloria Hoffman, and Sue Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lakeside Supremes. Excellent. Really, really fun. Since we all know about little Johnny now, he has aged a little, and now he is in the 4th grade. At English class, the teacher said, "Today, class, we're going to work on adult words. Sally, what did you do this past weekend?" Sally stands up and said, "I went on a choo-choo ride." And the teacher said, "No, you went on a train ride." And Sally sat down. "Billy, how about you?" And Billy said, "Well, over the weekend, I visited Nana and Papa." "No, you visited your grandparents." In the back of the class, Johnny is furiously raising his hand, wanting to be called on. The teacher is very familiar with Johnny and his attitude, very reluctant to do it, but yet no one else raised their hand, not even this guy, and proceeded to stand up. The teacher said, "All right, Johnny, go ahead." And Johnny said, "I read a book." And the teacher said, "Well, that's very impressive, Johnny. Thank you for sharing that. What book did you read, Johnny?" "I read Winnie the Crap." You like that one? I guess I think we need more dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the line dancers with Sue Millette and her line dancing group, Joyce, Jane, Charlene, Perla, Ina, Ernie, and Richard. And they're performing Roll Back the Rug and Irish Stew.
Mama played piano in church every Sunday morning. Daddy worked hard to raise all his children right. They were fine, upstanding Christian folk, didn't tell any lies or dirty jokes. But strange things happened in our house on Saturday night. Yeah, we roll back the rug and dance. Slipping in and sliding on the hardwood floor, everybody got a chance. They would rock the whole house, twist and shout till the strong tasting stuff in the jug ran out. Roll back the rug and dance. We were too young to bop and didn't know the Texas two-step. So me and little sister would sit and run the record machine. She played the songs that were soft and sweet. I played the music with a rockin' beat. Those were the happiest times I've ever seen. We'd roll back the rug and dance. Roll back the rug and dance.
As I was going over the far-famed Kerry Mountain, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced me pistol and then produced me rapier, saying stand and deliver for you on me ball deceiver. Whack your ring, come a do, come a die. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whack your ring, come a do, come a die. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the sweet Cove of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas a wonderful craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and how the wild wind drove her. She stood several blasts, she had 27 masts, and we called her the Irish Rover. I counted out his money, and it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket, and I gave it to me Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would betray me, but the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Whack your ring, come a do, come a die. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Whack your ring, come a do, come a die. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Thanks, Brady. Where was I? Vincent van Gogh at Disneyland during the pandemic.
I was at Disneyland no time ago.
Good. Great audience, thank you. Now for a complete change of pace. This is a variety show, and what would a variety show be without a little magic? Please welcome Ed Walsh, Michelle Maripol as Jethro and Jinx, presenting The Disappearing Rabbit.
Hey, Jinx, you coming?
You bet. Hey, Jethro.
You know, Jinx, I've been thinking.
That's a first.
No, I'm serious. I'm thinking of being a magician.
You can't be a magician.
Why not?
Look at that hat. That goofy hat. Magicians don't wear hats like that.
You know, you're right. I know. I'll change hats. There, how's that?
Well, no. You can't be a magician. To be a magician, you gotta do something magic.
Okay, I know. I'll pull a rabbit out of a hat. Hocus pocus. Ta-da!
No. You had the bunny in the hat all the time.
Okay, I'll make the bunny disappear. That'll be magic. Close your eyes. I'm going to say the magic words. Hocus pocus. Okay, open them again. See? Bunny's disappeared.
No. He's back in your hat.
How'd you know that?
I know that because you're no magician.
Okay. This time, I'll really make it disappear. I'm going to put it in this box. Don't look down. I'm going to put it in the box. And then Bunny's going to go on a little ride. Hocus pocus. See? The bunny's disappeared.
No. It's in the box.
No, it's disappeared.
No. It's in the box. I know it's in the box because you're no magician.
Well, I'll show you. I'll take the box apart and show you. Here's the top. You hold this, please. You still think the bunny's gone, right? You think he's in here?
Yep. He's in there.
We'll see. Ta-da! Look at that. No bunny. Hold that. He didn't get through here. See? I did it. I made the bunny disappear.
Wow. That is magic, but where did he go?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I bought this box from a guy down at the street corner. He told me, you put a bunny in it, you say the magic words, the bunny disappears. He didn't tell me where it went.
Did the box come with instructions?
Oh yeah, it came with instructions, all right. But they were in Chinese.
Well, what happened to the bunnies? How many times have you done this?
Well, I've done it twice before.
Well, where did they go?
I don't know, I had to buy a new bunny each time.
Well, what are we gonna do? We have another show.
That's right. Renegers, that's where I got the last bunnies.
Oh, God, we better hurry because they close really soon.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, see you folks.
Be on the lookout for some rabbits.
Anybody see any bunnies running around here? I guess we got to go buy one. See ya.
I don't know where it went either. Well, that impression went over so well, I have one more. It's an impression of every football coach, college or professional, at a restaurant. Here's your menu, sir. Oh, okay, thank you. I'll have the steak, baked potato, and salad. There's never enough time for humor, so I'm still here. Anyway, please enjoy the comedy musings of Mr. Steve Drake. Steve?
I'll hold it. You got it. Okay. Well, that's close. Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, much better. Thank you. Okay. Two neighborhood couples were getting together one evening after dinner, and as usually happens, the men end up in the den watching football, and the women are in the kitchen. Two fellows in the den get talking, and they mention that there's a new restaurant in town, and the host's wife has been spreading the word that how good the food is over there. So that one of the fellows says, "Now, do you know what that new restaurant is?" He said, "No, I don't." And the fellow says, "Come on, you got to come up with the name." "All right, let's see. It's a flower." That's a start. He says, "It's a fragrant flower." That's pretty good too. He says, "And it has thorns." The guy says, I got it. He says, "It's Rose." The fellow says, "That's right, it's a rose." "Hey, Rose, what was the name of that restaurant we went to?" See? Good. It's the microphone. By the way, this is all of my material, so. Okay. City Slicker goes bird hunting and bags a duck that falls down from the sky right on the neighborhood fella's porch. And they start a debate, whose duck is it? The guy who shot it and the guy whose property it landed on. Well, the City Slicker didn't know it, but the other fella put one over on him and said, "You know, we have a way of solving these disputes here in the county." He says, "We stand toe-to-toe and kick each other in the groin until one of us passes out." That's not the funny part. I know.
Oh, good.
Good, yeah. So they go kick groin to groin until one of them passes out. City Slicker says, "Well, I guess, it's your county, Go ahead." And the farmer takes one step back and swings with all his might right up shoe first. And the hunter passes out, comes back to life, and says, "Okay, I survived. Now it's your turn." Farmer says, "I changed my mind. You can keep the duck."
2 for 2.
2 for 2. Last one.
The last joke.
Last one of my career, actually. Okay. Wife walks down the stairs at breakfast and notices her husband has his hands nestled his head nestled in his hands, and is crying his heart out. She says, "What's the issue?" He says, "Well, remember when we were teenagers, your dad caught us in the back of the Buick? He came with a shotgun and said, if I don't marry this girl right now, I'm going to prison for 30 years. Well, he took that path out. So the wife says, okay, you took that path. Why are you crying? He said, if I'd have taken the prison, I got out today.
Thank you, buddy. Great job. All right. Super, Steve. Thanks again. I taught him everything he knows. If you insist, one more story. The pirates are plunging and pillaging all over the Caribbean, plundering and doing all those things. After months, the captain decides it's time to give the crew some R&R. So he says to himself, the next port, we're going to pull into town and I'm going to let them go into town. So they pull in, he announces what's going on, and the men are coming up the ramp to leave the ship. The captain's saluting and saluting, and one gentleman comes up, and he's got a ship's wheel about 6 inches around, and it's right here. And the captain stops him and he says, matey, what be the story behind that ship's wheel? And the mate looks at him and says, Captain, it's driving me nuts. All right. Okay, you won't have me to kick around anymore. But kicking around, we've put together a great finale for you. We wanted to end the show with a bang, so what better way to do that than with Barb Klein, Theo Kaffenberger, Janice Gruber, Sheila Delanco, and the incomparable Mimi Smith as the Teen Queens. And the ladies are going to be accompanied by Mr. Mike Callanan, founding member of Waterman's famous Elderly Brothers Band, and Mike's going to be singing Lost in the 50s. Please welcome the Teen Queens.
Hey, don't you know who's here?
Nobody's perfect.
Hey,
This is my fault, but this is my act. I put together a little skit that's an adaptation of something I know you're going to be very familiar with. It's his fault. Anyway,
he actually wrote this whole thing into the script.
I did. You'll catch on pretty quick. Hey, you're going to change before dinner?
No, I'm going like this. Hey, I hear there's some new people on staff. Have you met them yet?
Oh, yeah, I met them all.
I hope to meet them pretty soon.
I tell you what, I'll introduce them to you, but I gotta tell you in advance. Nowadays, people have some really strange names. And
Really?
These guys are no exception.
Really?
Let me see. We've got who in culinary, what in activities, and I don't know in fitness.
So you've met these people.
Yeah, I have.
So tell me their names.
I just did. I know it's funny, but who in culinary, what in activities, and I don't know in fitness.
And you've met them.
Yes,
And you know their names.
I just told you twice.
Well, who's in culinary?
Yes.
Go ahead, tell me.
Who?
The guy in culinary.
Who is in culinary?
Why are you asking me? I'm asking you. Who's in culinary?
Who?
What's the man's name in culinary?
No. What's in activities?
I'm not asking you who's in activities.
Who is in culinary?
For Pete's sake, I don't know.
I don't know is in fitness.
Okay, look. You got a new person in culinary, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me the name of the new guy in culinary?
Who?
The guy in culinary.
That's his name.
What's the guy's name in culinary?
No. What is the guy's name and activities?
Who's in activities?
Are you asking me? I don't know, but I'm telling you right now. What do you think?
I don't, asking me? I don't know.
She's in fitness.
You know, maybe we ought to just forget this and go to dinner.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, we'll talk baseball then?
That'll go over well. Bo, that was an amazing recovery. If you could see the gyrations of my wife in the back going. Anyway, now you really don't have me to kick around anymore. We're going to end the show with a real bang, though. We've got a special treat. What better way to do that than with Barbara Klein, Theo Katzenberger, Janice Gruber, Sheila Delanco, and the incomparable Mimi Smith. The ladies will be accompanied by Mr. Mike Callanan, founding member of the Waterman famous Elderly Brothers Band, and Mike is going to be singing Lost in the 50s. Please welcome the Teen Queens.
Can't drive from the outside.
Look at me. I'm Sandra Dee. Lousy with virginity. I won't go to bed till I'm legally wed. I can't. I'm Sandra Dee. I don't drink and I don't swear. I don't even rat my hair. And I get ill with just one cigarette. So keep your filthy paws off my pristine draws. Would you try that crap with a net? A net? You bet. Ooh. Hi, it's Annette. Frankie Avalon's true pet. From Mickey Mouse ears to beach blanket ears. Oh, we frolicked in the sand, and we just, everything was just grand. You can't beat those days of love and waves. I have no regrets, though, 'cause I'm Annette.
Gidget, that's me. I won the heart of Moondoggie. Girl and midget, so they call me Gidget. I surfed all day and kept up with the guys. Surfing movies were all the rage. And look at me, I've hardly aged.
Barbie's here, and I'm in the pink, so what do you think? I cannot lie, Ken is my guy. His kisses make me sigh. From your daughter's doll to a movie star, oh, how lucky we are. Come see us on the movie screen. You'll love the movie. It is really keen.
I'm Bridget. I'm Rizzo. And Grease is my game. I love to party. Where's my beer? Don't be tardy. Get it here. I love to tease, but I do it with ease. I told Kanicki I was late. Ooh.
You were?
Do you want me to answer again? If it's a boy or a girl, I'll let you know.
All right.
I was late. What a mistake, though. He fell for my charms. It was a false alarm. I told him, I was laughing. Oh my God. It's 1963. This is the year. Everybody give a cheer.
Let's
Rock and
go.
roll is the way to go. Let's dance and have a good time.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday night. Yeah. Rubbed up, just relaxing in the tub. Thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped out the tub and put my feet on the floor. I wrapped the towel around me and I opened the door. And then a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? There was a splishing and a splash, reeling with the feet.
Follow my heart back to the memories here in the dark, now and forever, till time slips away. We'll hold each other whenever they play. In the still of the night, hold me, darling, hold me tight. Say, oh, 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 so real, so right, lost in the 50s tonight. These precious hours we know can't survive. Love's all that matters while the dreams are alive. Now and forever, till time disappears, we'll hold each other whenever we hear in the still of the night. Hold me, darling, hold me tight. Say, oh, 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 so real, so right, lost in the 50s tonight. Say, oh, so real, so right, lost in the 50s tonight. Say, oh, oh, so right. Say, oh, oh, so real, so right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At the hop.
Well, you can rock and you can roll it, do the stop and even stroll it at the hop. When the record starts spinning, you chill it, so when you're chicken at the hop. Do the dance sensations that are sweeping the nation at the hop. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Oh, baby. Let's go to the hop. Oh, baby. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop. Well, you can swing and you can groove and you can really start to move it at the hop. Where the jockey is the smoothest and the music is the coolest at the hop. All the cats and the chicks can get their kicks at the hop. Let's go. Let's go to the hop. Let's go to the hop, baby. Let's go to the hop, baby. Let's go to the hop.
So let's give Sue Myers and Ronnie Feldboom and a whole cast a great big hand. Thank you for all that they did for us, all the countless hours they spent. Let's give the Waterman Village Players a great hand.